This video is on exact values. So in a non-calculator exam, you will be expected to calculate the sine, cos and tan of certain angles, 30 degrees, 45 degrees, 60 degrees, and also 0, 90 degrees, and any multiple of these without a calculator. Now to do this, you just need to remember two triangles. First one is an isosceles triangle with these sides at length 1 and 1. Then if you do Pythag, you can work out the hypotenuse, which is square root of 2. And in an isosceles triangle, these two angles here are 45 degrees each. The next one is an equilateral triangle with side lengths of 2. Now in this one, we only actually want to look at half of it, which means that this side length from here to here is 1. And when you do Pythag, it means the height of this triangle is root 3. And because it is equilateral, it means that this angle is 60 degrees and this angle would be 30 degrees. Now, just by knowing these two triangles, you can work out the sine, cos and tan of 30, 45 and 60 degrees. So if we look at sine, let's do the sine theta first of 30 degrees. So we go to the triangle with 30 degrees, which is the second one. Now sine is opposite over hypotenuse, so from 30 degrees just do opposite over hypotenuse, which is 1 over 2, so a half. And if you put sine 30 in your calculator, you'll see you get a half. Cos 30, same thing, cos 30 adjacent over hypotenuse, which means you would get root 3 over 2, and tan theta opposite over adjacent, which would be 1 over root 3. Now be aware that obviously this can also be rationalised, so you could see this as root 3 on 3 too. It just depends on the question, which way you may see it, but they both would be correct. 45 degrees, so you go to the 45 degree triangle, the sine of 45 degrees, so pick either angle, opposite over hypotenuse, so it'd be 1 over root 2. Once again, could also be written as root 2 on 2 if you rationalise it. Cos, adjacent over hypotenuse, so you actually end up with the same answer as the sine. And tan, opposite over adjacent, which is 1 over 1, which just gives us 1. Then 60 degrees, go to the triangle with 60 degrees in it and do the same thing. So sine from 60 would be opposite over hypotenuse, so root 3 on 2. Cos, adjacent over hypotenuse, so 1 on 2, and tan opposite over adjacent, which would just be root 3 on 1, so just root 3. And so you can work these out without a calculator, and they do come up in non-calculator questions. And that's exact values.